Welcome to SkedLive. It's Thursday, February 25th. I'm your host, Riti Mangat, and here's what's making news today. Canadian school teacher Neil Banwait has had his acquittal on sex assault charges overturned by the Indonesian Supreme Court. The case has been ongoing since 2015. Banwait and his Indonesian assistant were teaching in a Jakarta elementary school. They were both convicted of assaulting 3 boys in kindergarten. That conviction was overturned on appeal, and now the appeal has been overturned, and their 10-year sentence has extended to 11 years. Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister, Stéphane Dion, says the government is deeply dismayed and shocked by the reversal. Parliament is debating a federal report on doctor-assisted death. The special report, with 21 recommendations in support of euthanasia, was presented in the House of Commons today. A special committee was asked to advise the government on how to allow doctor-assisted death after the Supreme Court struck down the ban on assisted death last February. The government has until June 6th to enact new legislation. Ontario's Finance Minister, Charles Sousa, brings down the provincial budget today. The Liberal fiscal plan is broad, covering everything from budget deficit to cap-and-trade plan on climate change to selling wine in grocery stores. The budget isn't the only thing dropping. Temperatures are also expected to drop later today. For more on that, let's go to Anthony.
Thanks. I'm out here on the lakeshore where it's currently 1 degrees right now with some light snow. The skies are cloudy and it's windy outside. Temperatures are expected to drop to -12 overnight. So, dress warm and drive safe.
It's cold. I don't like it at all. It's not great weather at all. It's horrible. I like Canada in the summer, and that's all.
It's a longer commute because it's cold, the weather is horrible, it's windy, it's snowing hard, just too much traffic.
Let's go to Katie Ann in the studio.
Thanks, Anthony. We will be seeing a mixture of weather throughout the next couple of days. You can expect to see some sunshine, although we'll still be seeing temperatures below 0. On Friday, the temperature will be -3 with a low of -7, feeling like -8 with some sunshine throughout the day. Things will warm up on the weekend with a high of 5 degrees on Saturday and a low of -1. And on Sunday, we will be sitting at 7 degrees with a low of -2. We can also expect to see a mixture of sun, rain, and clouds within the week. That's it for your 5-day forecast and weather update. I'm Katie Ann White, and now back to Riti.
Thanks, Katie Ann. Medical marijuana patients in Canada will be able to grow their own before the end of this year. The federal court judge has struck down any regulations restricting the rights to grow medical pot yesterday. This does not mean people can grow pot in their basement right now, but the ruling does not come in effect for another 6 months. This gives enough time to the federal government to come up with new rules. Toronto police are looking for witnesses to stabbings early this morning in St. James Town. Paramedics say both male victims have non-life-threatening injuries. Toronto police say the stabbings are related. Any witnesses are asked to call the police at 416-808-5100. 2 reports into the BBC personalities, Jimmy Savile and Stuart Hall, show the media corporation failed to report the men's sexual abuse of children and adults. The reports say Savile raped 72 victims and raped at least 8 people, including an 8-year-old at BBC. The findings also show Stuart Hall abused 21 females and that the BBC management was aware of the abuse. Hall was convicted in 2013 of assaulting 13 girls. The Director General of the BBC apologized to the victim, called it a dark chapter in the history of the BBC. Now for entertainment, let's go to Yanis.
What's up, Internet? I'm Yanis Khamsi, and here's what's going on in the world of entertainment. Pop singer Kesha has canceled a scheduled concert at Loyola University in Chicago. A judge denied Kesha's request to free her from her contract with Sony, which says that Kesha must work with producer Dr. Luke. Kesha alleges that Dr. Luke sexually assaulted her 1 decade ago. Kesha published a Facebook post on February 24th, thanking her fans for their support. Kanye West is at it again. Yeezus is furious with Canadian producer Bob Ezrin. Ezrin wrote an essay where he said that Kanye's music would not be memorable in 20 years' time, referring to the rapper as tasteless. West responded with a Twitter tantrum where he said that Ezrin's children are ashamed of their father. American rapper A$AP Rocky was attacked in a hotel elevator in New Zealand last night. A 35-year-old man was arrested for assault and resisting police. A$AP Rocky will continue his tour as scheduled. The Brit Awards aired last night. Adele took home 4 awards, including Album of the Year. Canadian superstars Justin Bieber, Drake, and The Weeknd all giving memorable performances. Celine Dion returned to Las Vegas to give her first concert since the death of her husband. Dion gave a tearful rendition of All By Myself. The audience cheered and encouraged her through the difficult performance. Cineplex announced it's opening a giant entertainment complex in Toronto in 2017. The Rec Room will be a 40,000 square foot space with multiple dining rooms, an upscale restaurant, and an entertainment venue. The Rec Room will be the ultimate indoor experience from the dreary Toronto winters. That's all for the entertainment news. Back to you, Riti.
Thanks, Yanis. In Syria, the countdown has begun to a 2-week ceasefire agreement that starts Friday at midnight. The ceasefire was a deal brokered between Russia and the U.S. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has said he will abide by the ceasefire plan, and Syria's top opposition parties have also said that they will be backing the agreement. Members of the UN Security Council meet in Geneva tomorrow to work out details of a possible peace agreement. McMaster University is examining the remains of Nobel Peace Prize winning poet Pablo Neruda. Neruda's body was exhumed in 2013 after speculations that he was poisoned. No toxin agents have been found in his bones yet, and the official cause of his death in 1973 was cancer. It's been a busy and productive season for Harvard's varsity teams. The Hawks are breaking records everywhere, and our volleyball team is one step closer to the championships. Let's go over to Raven for more on sports.
Thanks, Riti. In Humber Hawks news, the women's volleyball team has made the OCAA quarterfinals. They were winners of the last 8 consecutive OCAA titles. The Hawks will open up the defense of these crowns on Thursday night against Ottawa's Algonquin Thunder with the first serve at 8 p.m. For those that plan on attending, the game will be at Canadore College or North Bay, and for those who are unable to make it, the game will be streamed live at CanadoreTV.com. The Hawks women's badminton team won their 3rd consecutive OCAA team title. The Humber Hawks men's badminton team won their 4th consecutive team title. For more on Humber Hawks, check out Rachel Clemens' article on skedline.com. It may be time for the Blue Jays to say goodbye to Jose Bautista. Reports say Bautista requested a 5-year contract extension worth $150 million. This was a day after TSN's Rick West had reported that Bautista and his advisors were seeking a 5-year deal worth $30 million per season. Unfortunately for Jose Bautista, nobody's shelling out that kind of money for a player in his late 30s. In basketball news, the Toronto Raptors won their 9th straight home game last night. DeMar DeRozan scored 31 points to lift the Raptors to a 114-105 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kyle Lowry scored 21 points while Corey Joseph had 18 points off the bench. The Raptors have won 17 games in the last 20 game spans of the first time in franchise history. The Raptors will be playing the Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow night at the Air Canada Centre. In more NBA news, Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors tied an NBA record yesterday. Curry, who is currently the three-point leader, made a three-pointer in his 127th consecutive regular season game. Curry entered Wednesday's game against Miami with 263 pointers this season, which is 88 more than anyone else in the league. His teammate Klay Thompson is right behind him with 172 points. Derrick Rose is out for the Chicago Bulls lineup for Wednesday night's game against the Wizards due to a right hamstring tendonitis injury. Rose said it was his decision not to play and mostly precautionary. The Bulls are also missing leading scorer Jimmy Butler due to a left knee strain. In NHL news, the Toronto Maple Leafs suffered a 3-2 loss against the Predators Tuesday night. Philip Forsberg of the Predators scored all 3 of the goals on James Reimer, who had 23 saves for the Leafs. Toronto will be playing the Carolina Hurricanes tonight at the Air Canada Centre. The Edmonton Oilers suffered a 4-1 loss to the Ottawa Senators on Tuesday night. It was the team's 5th straight loss and 8th in 9 games. The Oilers are currently in 7th place in the Pacific Division. Edmonton will be playing the Kings tonight at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The Boston Bruins hammered the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-1 yesterday night. David Pastrnak had 2 goals, including a penalty. Boston outscored Pittsburgh 14-3 while sweeping the 3-game season series. The Boston Bruins play tomorrow night against the Carolina Hurricanes. The Montreal Canadiens topped the Eastern Conference, winning against the Washington Capitals 4-3 on Wednesday night. The Canadians built a 3-0 lead in the second period before holding on, as Washington tailed 2 late goals. The Montreal Canadiens played the Toronto Maple Leafs at Bell Centre on Saturday. A young Afghan boy who made his own Lionel Messi jersey just got a real one. A photo of Murtaza Ahmadi wearing a Messi jersey made of a plastic bag went viral. The photo then attracted the attention of Lionel Messi, 5-time winner of FIFA's World Player of the Year. Days later, Messi sent the boy a signed Argentina jersey along with a new soccer ball in Iraq. The 5-year-old is now a proud owner of a genuine Lionel Messi jersey. That's all for sports today. Back to you, Riti.
That's all for your news today. I'm Riti Mangat. Thanks for watching.